weather on NBC 10 Boston, Boston's most accurate forecast.
Have you guys seen this? California continues to deal with the severe storm system that began over the weekend. Severe flooding and mudslides in parts of Southern California triggered evacuations. One LA neighborhood was particularly hard hit.
My wife and I watching a movie, sitting in the den watching a movie, and it sounded like thunder.
As long as the house is structurally safe, I'm never leaving.
Forecasts show the storm will taper off Tuesday, but there's still going to be several inches of rainfall across the state. Officials warn the overwhelming volume of water could be life-threatening. And I did see some video on social media during the Grammys as people were arriving. They're literally trying to dodge the raindrops getting into the auditorium.
It was wild. I had to call my family in California. I was like, you guys okay? They're like FaceTime and showing me everything. It's wild out there. So will we see that system move east towards us?
By the time it gets to us, it'll be a whimper. Just a couple
Won't be
of
really
hours.
okay.
Nothing. It's wild as it crosses the country. It loses a lot of its fuel. But yeah, right now, you know, out there, a lot of canyons. The water has nowhere to go except down from these mountains and fill these ravines and these canyons too. This arrow essentially is what they call, some would call the Pineapple Express, but more commonly it's been called an atmospheric river. What it is, we're tapping into the tropics, and what you're seeing is a stream of water vapor, and look where it's aiming, right into Southern California. This is an endless fire hose of rain that comes in. It has to shift down towards San Diego and I-10 and down into Arizona. It doesn't really give up ground. I mean, you can see it's unrelenting. We've had these here in the east, too. Our atmospheric river in early January gave us 2 to 5 inches of rain, too. So this is the normal now in a warmer climate, right? You have more water vapor available. It's good that we're finishing one season today. February 5th ends the solar winter, the shortest days of the year. Maybe you've noted how late the sun is setting these days after 5 o'clock. It's not that late, but it's a big improvement over December. Climatological winter goes into the end of February, the 29th this year. And then March 19th, astronomical winter, which is December through March. We go with the winter solstice to the beginning of the vernal equinox. About 41 for a high temperature in Boston today. That's more like spring-like, right? We've enjoyed some nice weather. We've been in the quiet over here in New England, whereas the storms rage in the west, and there's been one raging out of the Maritimes. There's one coming off of Florida, too. This is a mighty storm. The two of these will combine offshore. But as this goes by, and really the upper atmosphere, we get caught up in that circulation, we have a chance to see a couple of snow showers come off the Gulf of Maine and drop down in our laps here on the South Shore. The winds are still gusting on the Cape over 20 miles an hour. In Beverly, out through Cape Ann, too, our gusts are over 20 miles an hour in Gloucester and Rockport. So here are the clouds for tomorrow. Hooray, along the coastline again, right? Yeah, well, away from the coast to get some sunshine. Even in the afternoon, we might see a few of these clouds develop from Lowell straight down through easternmost Connecticut. If we see any accumulation, it will be slight. I have less of an optimistic tone on this. I don't think we're going to be seeing much of anything really. Isolated coatings if we get a snow shower to hold together. Right now, we're just trying to get the snow showers to develop. 37 for a high. Worcester's about 35. We start to warm up a little bit on Wednesday. We start getting into the lower 40s in some spots, at least in Lowell and back over towards Attleboro. Fitchburg about 42, 40 in Taunton on Wednesday. So it's a sunny day, right? Yeah, everything is pulling away to the east. So this is a bright day. And Thursday looks good as well, as the chance for precip stays low right through Thursday. Friday, maybe a slight chance, and Saturday too, but a bigger storm system comes in on Monday and Tuesday of next week. And depending on how much cold air we get in, will dictate whether we'll see rain or snow on that part of the forecast next week. All right, coastal clouds, flurries are possible tonight, 28. A better chance for a snow shower in the South Shore of the Cape tomorrow at 37. Breezy and chilly otherwise. There's the extended forecast going into the weekend, some showers. That's our California storm. Wow. Thanks, California. 56. Our temps dip a little bit on Sunday, but more so next week. A rain-snow situation may be setting up for Tuesday. Valentine's Day, not as bad as the last one. Ooh, was that cold, right? And now it's 36 degrees.